you get resistance, I assume, to some extent, because these projects that you're managing are sometimes things that aren't necessarily something that the business is used to. They're adding, something new that is necessary for their functionality and for their ROI.
Yeah.
But what kind of roadblocks do you encounter with that kind of, because we're walking in, to a situation, and sometimes people they're like, what do we do? How do we do this?
So resistance makes it very interesting. All right, and that's what adds to the complexity that you're talking about.
Definitely.
And it makes it challenging, but it also makes it interesting because that's the immediate roadblock. And I think to get through that resistance or to start that change management process of, I would say, implementation methodology as a whole, right, is the what's in it for me, addressing that, talking to either the stakeholders or the end users that this is what you're going to gain out of this. That has a lot to do with the knowledge, getting them trained up, having them understanding what the outcome is going to be, and not shielding any information, telling them it's going to be a painful process as we go through this valley and peaks of change. And I think just at the end of the day, it boils down to the communication aspect and being upfront when you're talking with those leaders at the beginning.
Yeah, Anthony makes a great point there. Greencastle's implementation methodology it's an integrated approach with project management, change management, and process improvement.
Nice.
So you're kind of leveraging the best in those disciplines.
Yeah.
So as you're building out your project management plan, how you're going to approach the project, you're thinking through what's the people side of this change. So you're addressing the change management aspects of it. You're helping kind of create that story that can be communicated through the organization.
Yeah.
Likewise, as you're doing that, you're making sure that on the process improvement side, make sure that this is the best process, the best way of doing business, that we're going to return value. The other aspect, I think, for the resistance piece is Greencastle, one of the core values is a genuine commitment to client success. So when you go onto a client site with that attitude and people can see that you're committed to their organization's success, that's a good way to kind of mitigate some of that resistance, because they're like, okay, this person is new to my team, but they care about what's in the best interest of my organization. And I think that's important when you're kind of building trust initially coming in as a project manager.
Nice.
Yeah. Not seeing ourselves as a consultant. I think that's the differentiating factor. Is I love your point that you had. We come in there and we're a team member. We're there to support them. We're there to enable them to be successful. So we're not just standing from the outside, do this, and it'll be fine. It's we want you to succeed. That's the only way we succeed, is when you succeed.
And I love that, because so we're walking in as Greencastle. We're walking into a business. We're not just taking over and saying this is how things need to be done. We're going in and we're integrating into their team and becoming part of their process. So we kind of feel seamless in the process at the same time, and helping clients. And I think that's why clients continue to work with Greencastle, continue to come back to Greencastle. And part of that has to do with the way you guys operate in that process as well.